captain by a hood with a red beard. Captain by a hood with a red beard.
The New York Liberty win the WNBA Finals. What? They still got to win one more game. The New York Liberty will win the WNBA Finals, commanding Game 3 last night. Lynx, full control throughout. And then Sabrina Ionescu said, I just wanted more. Hits 2 huge threes in the last minute of the game. One thing I will say about the WNBA, as great as it is, clock management, non-existent. Both teams. Sabrina shoots a 3 with the lead with 14 seconds on the shot clock and 23 seconds left in the game, which ended up saving because Nafisha Collier went with 20 seconds left to tie the game, which gave the Liberty another 10 seconds for Sabrina to hit a Dame Lillard step back. Kayla McBride, love you to death, but hot ham. Some of the worst defense I've seen on the last play. One of the easiest, simplest moves I've ever seen to get somebody open. One dribble to the left. Oh, boy. Anyway, Lynx are in trouble. Game 4, Friday night. I just don't see them doing it. Don't see them winning Game 4 and going back Sunday, winning Game 5. But anyway, we're here to talk football, baby. It's Thursday. And my man, as always, from the JC pod, the informative, the amazing, Jaden Chandler Parnell. It's the dang deal with you, my dog.
I'll lie to you, I'm a little heartbroken, man. The damn Lynx.
The damn Lynx.
It looked so good at halftime just for it to come down crashing. I went to bed at the end of the third quarter, so I'm sad now because I didn't get to watch the end of it. So might take me a minute. Get over it. How are you doing over there?
Oh,
I know you're feeling rough tonight.
I'm going to be honest with you. Craziest feeling I ever had. Love Sabrina Ionescu with all my heart. Made more money off Sabrina Ionescu this summer than probably any other team or player in my life.
And probably any person ever.
That woman last night. Hated. I'm a Lynx fan, people, if you don't know. Nothing personal. But she just wants it too bad, bro. Just damn. You could lose.
You can lose.
She hit the 3. I believe that first 3 she hit tied it or gave him a 1-point lead. And I said, this motherfucking. Every word you could think of. And then she comes down and just splashes a Dame Lillard step back. Did you see the highlight?
I'm not yet.
She hit Kayla McBride with the nastiest one dribble to the left. Like, bro, how the fuck are you 10 feet away from somebody with 2 seconds left on the clock? Anyway.
Heartbreaking.
It ain't looking good. I don't know how they blew that lead. 8-0 run, I believe, in the final 2 minutes. I know Nafisha scored the 2 free throws to tie it again, but I believe they ended the game on an 11-2 run and only won by 3. So,
damn,
that shows you how the Lynx just gave it to them.
Yeah, heartbreaking. I still can't believe they lost.
Yeah.
After being up so much at first. I mean, it's just a theme, I guess. Teams blowing leads in the finals. Just like the third game one was blown damn near.
Yeah.
Liberty survived it, game 2.
Yeah. Now she hits the three, and the announcer says, "The biggest three, Liberty history."
Haven't they won a finals before?
No,
Oh, might be then.
Liberty's never won the finals, man.
That's crazy to think about.
Brianna Stewart has a ring with Seattle.
That's
Nah,
why I always mix
Sabrina
it
don't have
up.
a ring. Sabrina's like the only person on the team without a ring. She's like, bro, all y'all motherfuckers got rings. I want this damn
Damn.
ring.
She's probably getting dogged about it too sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, you don't got a ring. Making fun of her ass at practice. Miss a three, it's like, damn, that's why you don't got a ring.
Hell yeah. Great game, ringless. God damn. Fuck you, Brianna.
You gotta love it. Hey, they're probably gonna win it though if everything looks as it should.
Oh, I mean, if I could bet my life on something, Liberty winning the damn finals.
That cash out looking nice now from a few days ago.
Oh yeah, shout out to you.
I didn't cash.
Oh, shout out to you. My dog, JCP, man.
College football.
Getting it done.
College football. It was only like, $190 off a $12 bet. It's not that much. That's not that much. We aren't worried about it. Been sitting there since May. College football.
Hey. Man.
It is what it
WNBA,
is.
Huh? Knows how to break your heart.
Hey.
Those women.
For real.
Know how to get you. Heartbreakers. But yeah, man, let's definitely jump over to college football. I haven't even looked at the slate yet this week.
Pretty fun one.
Yeah, I'll just send the floor to you and scroll and look while you're talking.
So I'll start off with this. My bet slip had 20 bets when I started. Got it down to 14 now, but there's something I'm a little bit nice about, so we'll see. Tonight, there's Virginia Tech, Boston College, Georgia State, Marshall. I kind of lean Boston College a little bit, but we'll see with Thursday night. Exactly, especially with Virginia Tech being a little bit sketched still this year. But there's NFL football on tonight, so I'm probably just going to watch the boring Saints versus Broncos game. So either there's going to be a 41 to 17 ass whooping, or it's going to be like 20 to 17, where it's just going to be ugly and disgusting. Can't wait for that. Anyway, moving on, Duke, Florida State. I'm probably going to take Duke 3.5. I'm hoping this drops to 3. It's plus 102, so I'm assuming that I can find that 3 on another book, so I'm probably going to take Duke minus 3. Was going to take money line, but the money line's going the opposite direction, so it's like probably lay off of that at this point. So I lean Duke just because Florida State's been horrible this year, and yeah, that's basically the only reason I want to take them. This game, I absolutely hate everything about this bet. Hate everything about it, but we're going to take it just because of the spot. Oregon coming off the biggest game of their, probably, I think, the Dan Lanning era. My show yesterday said the biggest win in Oregon history that I thought about. I'm like, well, I think they have a national championship, so that might be a little bit bigger. So just kidding, they don't. Anyway, so that was a pretty big win for them, biggest win in Dan Lanning era. I'm looking forward to this game. Go ahead.
Sabrina Iescu's alma mater, the ringlets.
It's true.
Oregon and Sabrina. She had on fucking
Maybe it's their year.
Oregon Duck shoes last night.
Hey, shout out to her, honestly. She was the Caitlin Clark before Caitlin. But, yeah, basically I just am taking Purdue plus 27.5 just because. Spoiler makers. This is something very similar to Ohio State, and it's just like, hey, one of the biggest wins in Oregon history, huge win. Now take your ass to West Lafayette on a Friday night at 8 p.m. Tell you what, I wouldn't get up for that game after watching Purdue this year. And the backup actually looked pretty good last week, so I'm curious if he's going to keep playing. Moving on, next, Missouri minus 4.5 against Auburn. They're coming off losing pretty bad, pretty bad. Then they beat the shit out of UMass. Now I'm assuming hopefully they can get a bounce back and beat a good, semi-decent Auburn team. I hate Missouri, man. I'm so pissed off at them for coming out. So them and Oklahoma State have pissed me off probably the most this season for how slow and average they came out when they looked great last year and brought back a lot of guys. So, like I said, 4.5. I'm assuming they win this game by about 6-7. So, kind of like that. It's at 4.5. This game, we're just going to speak it for itself. Army minus 15.5. Need I say more? They've been amazing this year. They've covered in every single game. They beat a team ass every single game. East Carolina has prep for them a good amount this season, unlike last year. So that part does kind of scare me a bit. Just kidding. They've covered in every game. Army minus 15.5. Till they cover, I'm just going to keep taking them. It's like an NBA jam damn near. I mean, they beat the shit out of every single team too. It's awesome. And their coach appeared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday. He's seems like a great guy, honestly. If I didn't have to deal with all the Army bullshit at the school, I would maybe consider playing under him. Moving on. Speaking of a guy I'd play under and appeared on the Pat McAfee show yesterday and was pretty. He's awesome anytime. You get a video of him. Kurt Cignetti and the Indiana Hoosiers, 6.5-point favorites over Nebraska. The fact that Nebraska beat Rutgers by 7, I know this is a horrible way to handicap. And then Wisconsin beat the shit out of Rutgers. It's like, oh, okay, so Dylan Raiola can have horrible games, assuming that maybe happens here again. And like I said, Indiana's just been an absolute wagon this year. Another team that's covered in every single game, so we're going to continue to take them there. This game I'm beyond scared about because I faded them 2 weeks in or one. I think it's 1 or 2 weeks in a row now, and it's not worked out. Wisconsin, not taking them this week. Taking Northwestern plus 7.5. Hoping they can cover and keep this within a touchdown game. It was a very, very close and disgusting, ugly game against Maryland last week, and that is Northwestern football to a T. So as long as we get one of those games, 7.5 shouldn't be an issue. But Wisconsin the last 2 weeks has ran away with it. They beat the shit out of Purdue. Not shocking at all, for being honest. And against Rutgers, a little bit shocking. They absolutely just ran away with it. Moving on, and then we got Illinois, 3.5 against Michigan. Michigan's offense is horrible. Michigan's defense is pretty good. On the road in Illinois. Illinois did have a scare against Purdue, but that's more of an Illinois-Purdue thing, so I'm not going to look too much into that. And I'm assuming Illinois is going to be pretty prepped for this game and get ready to go. Alabama, 2.5 over Tennessee is my lean, but I'm just probably going to wait to bet that game live. Alabama's been plus money so far, like 4 weeks in a row. So I'm assuming I'm getting plus money again at some point, so I might just do that. Where's this game at? There he is. Charlotte, Navy. I'm going to take Navy minus 16.5. Army beat the shit out of Charlotte. Navy's very, I'm not going to say very similar. They are kind of two different teams, but Navy's very good as well. And I'm assuming they're going to beat them by about 20, 24. So 16.5 is a good number for me. Colorado plus 3.5 against Arizona. Travis Hunter's back and playing. Jimmy Horn's back and playing. I think it's going to be a good game. Arizona's put up stinkers this year. And I look for this to be kind of like a bounce back game for Colorado. Sneaky, I don't know if people, I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it. Shedeur Sanders was pretty good last game. At one point, he was 21 for 23. By the way, I've come to the conclusion that Avery Johnson had to poop that game. I don't know if you saw it. He was grabbing his oblique after a throw immediately, and so you think, oh, oblique strain, kind of like Quinn Ewers. He jogs to the locker room, sits in there for about 7 to 8 minutes, jogs out of the locker room, plays the rest of the game perfectly fine. That boy had the poop. So that was interesting to watch live. I haven't seen one of those before. So that's my theory. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but
happens to the best of us.
Hey,
Jackson style.
Hey, it's just the way he grabbed the instant. It's like, man, I wonder what that boy ate. Anyway, but Colorado plus 3.5. I'll look for them to bounce back a little bit. Shedeur had a pretty good game last week. And, I mean, like I said, Arizona's good, not a great team. I'm going to, but
Arizona stinks.
I'm taking the points. Always got to take the points, but I'm for sure taking the money line as well. That is a
anytime
must.
You call yourself the Arizona Wildcats, and you're saying it's bear down, which I know why. People gonna be like, you don't understand. Oh, I know why. Still dumb as hell.
Dumb as hell. Is this a Caleb Love thing? Anyway, Arkansas LSU. I kind of lean Arkansas here. I won't lie at the night. This feels like a great, after LSU had a magical win last week and everything, this just screams LSU blows this game against Arkansas that they shouldn't. I don't know if I can you can't do it. So I don't know if I can do it, but it's on the slip at least. Iowa minus 5.5. They're going to keep having offense and playing great defense. 5.5 is not going to be an issue at all. It's just a question of, is offense going to continue to play great? So far, yes, it has. So I'm going to trust in the Iowa offense a little bit. And Aiden Childs has not been the best for Michigan State so far, still having a bit of a learning curve. So give me the 5.5 there. Kentucky minus.
You said you're taking Arkansas?
I said I might. Over LSU. Because I'm telling you, this is a Brian Kelly fade, right? This feels like a Brian Kelly special letdown spot after a big game last week against who I can't remember who they played.
Oh, Mississippi.
Feels like it. Like I said, I don't know though. I feel you can't. That's one. You can't do it. Feels like I can't, but it also feels like Arkansas special. They just shoot themselves in the foot so many times, man. That's why I don't even want to do it. Something I hate, man. Betting on teams that just kill themselves, and I don't know if I want to put myself through that, man. It's just a night game. That was a game I think I said on my show. If I'm up, We're gonna bet it, just have a little bit of fun with it. But man, that's it. That just might be a stay away, for being honest, for me. Last 2 games I got Kentucky minus 1.5 over Florida. Kentucky minus 1.5 over Florida. Florida's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then SMU minus 15.5 over Stanford. Stanford's not the greatest either. SMU just needs to get out to a hot start.
Stanford used to be
Man,
like all sports used to be good at Stanford.
I think they just got
just baseball.
I was about to say, I think they got to the point where they just care about Olympics and the other sports a little bit more. So they're kind of like, football, we're sorry.
But I'm saying they used to be good at football, basketball, women's basketball.
Oh, I know. I don't get it. I don't know what changed.
I remember it would be like growing up, and Stanford's like a powerhouse in sports, and now it's like it's rare to see them in any kind of championship or tournament.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of sad what's happened to Stanford, man. What's happened to our smart kids? Why aren't they athletic anymore?
Man, Pac-12, baby.
Maybe it's I don't know. Actually, I truly do not know what's happened to their football team. It's kind of weird. Ever since like Andrew Luck and that era, it's just been on a low decline.
Definitely. Just real quick, you don't have to have a bet on this game. I just want to hear your thoughts on the SEC showdown going down in Austin, Texas, between Georgia and Texas.
I did forget to talk about that game. Man, I won't lie. I hate to say it, but I kind of lean Texas. But another one, you can't do it. Couldn't you just have to do what he had to do to win last week? He did just enough to win last week. I thought the run game and the defense. That's the part I would bet on Texas most, the run game and their defense. Kind of like that. But at the same time, it's like, man, it's Georgia.
Yeah.
They're
not running the ball on Georgia, if anything.
Yeah. I just,
4.5
feels like a lot.
Yeah.
4.5, when it was 3, like when I thought it was going to go the other way towards Texas, it's like, okay, it's in Texas too, by the way. So it's like, okay, I might take Texas minus 2.5, 1.5. That might not be too bad, but it's going the other way. So it's kind of like, I might have to take Georgia. I truly don't know, honestly. This is, I feel like I have to watch this game live to get kind of a feel, because it's the same Georgia comes out that just like didn't do anything against Alabama. I don't know if that Texas defense is going to do the same thing the Alabama defense will do and just kind of let them back in the game that easy. I don't know if I fully trust Carson back either. That's I cannot get a read on that guy, man. Last week he looked amazing. Second half of Bama he looks amazing. Yeah. I can't get a read on him. Sometimes he looks amazing. I think, wow, this guy is truly great. And then there's first half of Bama where it's like, what in the hell? Yeah. I don't know.
I know some.
I've leaned the points though, I think. You said you bet him for Heisman?
I know some people that did.
Oh yeah. I won't lie. When I saw his odds for Heisman and he was like plus, I think he's still up here, plus 1,500, it's like, I hate to say it, but I think you're wasting your money. Even if Georgia is good, I don't think he's going to win the Heisman. We're already to the point in the season. It's like he's already had enough. I think that first half of Bama really like put a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But yeah, I lean the points, I think, if I have to take anything.
Garrett Nussmeier. Yeah, I can't take a team with Quinn Ewers at quarterback, bro. You at some point in this game, he's gonna have to make a damn throw, and I watched him have to make a damn throw against Washington, and he didn't make a damn throw. I think the kid is ass, but I don't know. Everybody's talking like he's good or great. I just can't see a world where you have Arch Manning on your team, you're number 1 in the country, and you put Quinn Ewers back on the damn field. Good vibes, huh?
That's what it felt like, the perfect time to put that up while that was going. So you can appease both people. Like, oh yeah, good vibes. Like, he's ass. He's horrible.
I just don't get it, man. But hey, who the hell am I?
Yeah, he's interesting for sure, because there's moments. He has moments where it's like, okay, I see it. It's just, yeah.
The sun
sometimes
shines on the dog's ass every now and then.
Yeah, that's another guy I can't get a full read on.
I know, and then you got the GOAT just right there.
Waiting,
cooking.
all
the swag. All the fans rooting for him. Whole team hoping he's playing.
Cooking in the crock pot.
And then the coach is like, we're going to throw Quinn out there, and half the team's just like, I guess we got to play harder, y'all. It ain't going to be an easy one.
I think there's truly some people in the locker room probably like, damn, deep down, damn.
Yeah, how could you not?
Ready for Arch.
Man,
Be ready for Arch.
Speaking of Arch, speaking of Manning, Thursday night
Oh.
football.
History of Mannings.
Archie Manning, New Orleans Saints legend. Saints Broncos tonight in the Dome.
Broncos,
Saints
Peyton
plus
Manning.
2.5, a home dog here. How you love that? Total set at 36 and a hook.
I don't.
Which I'm gonna be honest with you, I get it. Denver sucks. I get it. New Orleans sucks. But 36 and a hook. I feel like both of these teams could trip into 20 points. I mean, the Saints defense has been giving up points left and right. And believe it or not, the Saints offense put up 27 points last week in one quarter.
Pretty special.
And you're telling me this game can't get to 2017 easily?
I know. It could be 41-17 or 20-17. That's my prediction for this game. I'm on the Broncos. Sean Payton's return to New Orleans. I think he's gonna. I hate to say it. I'm probably gonna make this could be a freezing cold takes thing, but I think he's gonna pull Dennis Allen's pants down and slap him on the bum a few times. I think this is gonna be a pretty good coach. It all comes down to Bo Nix. And Bo Nix is. I think Bo Nix is probably gonna have a decent game as well. I think he's capable of him. He's looked good. It's just he has to do it earlier. He just for whatever reason waits till third and fourth quarter, and then he's Superman and Hercules combined. It's like, why can't we do this earlier? I think this game is a perfect chance for him to get to an early start. I think Sean Payton's going to come back to the Superdome. And is that a Mercedes-Benz Superdome, right?
It used to be. It's the Caesars Superdome now.
Caesars, oh, you're right. Yeah, Caesars Superdome. I forgot that all these stadiums are changing names now. But yeah, I think he's going to come back and he's going to do something special in this game.
Oh, no. When I say something special, bro, that's why I love the over so much. The Broncos putting up 50 by them damn selves.
Speaking of, Bo Nix over 191 passing yards. He's done it in every game except for his first start, except for that game against the Jets, which was just a weird, rainy, wet, disgusting game. Excuse me.
Yeah. No, over here is automatic, bro.
I like it.
Deshaun Payton, and this is from a Saints fan. Please. The last thing I'm gonna ask from you, Sean. Whoop they ass tonight. Like, please. Like, I pray to God I wake up tomorrow morning and Dennis Allen is fired. Because Sean Payton came home and put the nail in the damn coffin, bro. You want a long shot? Dallin Holker.
Ooh.
Anytime touchdown. Scroll all the way to the bottom for that one.
I'm hearing some things about Audric Estime scoring a touchdown. The Notre Dame running back, he's a rookie. I got a fun one real quick before we move on. If you want to talk about a nail in the coffin game, Broncos minus 9.5 plus 265, minus 6.5 plus 176. If you want to take a little juice with a boost, because I think a certain site has a boost for anything.
Man.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, I can't bet this game, bro. I can't bet against the Saints, man, because at the end of the day, at 7:05, my dumbass is gonna put on my Saints jersey and start rooting for these motherfuckers. But I'm gonna smile every time they show Sean Payton smiling, and they up 37-10. But anyway,
yeah, it's gonna be a pretty interesting game tonight, I believe.
We got New England, we got Jacksonville, we got London, we got Drake May, we got Trevor
that
Lawrence.
Boy.
Nah,
not that boy.
We love the Drake.
Drizzy.
I don't know about that. Don't know about that one.
Yeah, I agree with you though.
A Seinfeld reference. Not a fan of the rapper Drake, just to be clear. But we do love the Drake. Plus 5.5 Patriots. I guess you could say on the road. They're both on the road. Total set at 42 and a hook here. Jacksonville, the Jaguars. Probably Doug Peterson's last game as a head coach, in my opinion.
Potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I think New England's a healthy dog here. Not
Give
only
me the
plus
point.
5.5, but plus 190. I mean, New England's able to put up 21 points on Houston last week. You put up 21 points on Jacksonville, you're probably up 21-16 at the end of the game.
Yeah, you got anything more to say? You're pretty much saying everything I was about to say.
I'm
Hey,
sorry.
pretty. Hey, you're laying it out pretty good. That's basically my whole view of it. It's like, hey, Jack's pretty bad, man. They literally their only win this season is against the Colts in Jacksonville, which is at this point it's happened for 11 years in a row. There's some demons down there. There's something controlling that game. It's the football god. There's something that I mean, I think it's the thing with football gods. Just I feel bad. So like, all right, let's make it a team that you know. So apparently the Colts have to suffer. They just do. They just random luck. I don't know what it is, but yeah, the Jags are just pretty bad. There's a chance that Doug Peterson gets left in London. I mean, last week they got their asses kicked by the Bears. I mean, they made Caleb Williams look great. I'm excited to see what Drake May is going to do against this team. So basically, yeah, like I agree with everything you said. I also like Demario Douglas is over at 47.5. He seems to be one of Drake May's better targets, and I like his over receptions at 4.5. It's minus 140, which is just ridiculous. I mean, just move it to 5, and I'll take it at 5 anyway. I think he's going to get about 6 receptions. I think he's going to be similar to what Josh Downs said last week for the Colts, 6 for 60. Might even score a touchdown. I'm going to take Ramondre Stevenson and him to score a touchdown. I'm going to take 2 guys. And I'm probably going to take Evan Ingram to score and then maybe take some of his passing props as well. He had 10 for 100 in his first game back. He seems to be their main pass catcher, but I also don't think Christian Gonzalez is going to guard Evan Ingram, so I think that might help him out a lot. If it does, oh boy. I don't know who Trevor Lawrence is going to throw to. And ETN's out. I don't know what's going on with Tank Bigsby, but it seems like Dearness Johnson is getting reps, so their running back room is interesting as well. Wide receiver room is already interesting. Give me the Patriots.
Yeah, I mean, they fumbled like 10 times last week. Tennessee, the Titans, taking on Buffalo and the Bills.
Mayo.
Minus 8.5 is an insane line for this game, in my opinion. Total set at 41 and a hook. If you like the minus 8.5, I think you got to love the over, right?
Yeah, because you're pretty much, I would say, yeah, because I have 8.5, by the way. I'm taking that. Yeah, you would assume this game is probably going to be like a 30 something to 7, like 10, 17 type game. I just don't know how Tennessee. I don't know. This team is gross. They fired Vrabel, brought in Callahan, who's supposed to be offensive genius. Not blaming him, by the way. And yeah, their offense is just.
Somebody. You got 2 of quote unquote the best receivers in the league the last 5 years.
Shout out Will Levis, man. Dude, that boy's on a generational run right now. Oh my god. Dude, that Colts game last week was unbelievable. Dude, I'm telling you, I've not seen somebody shoot the web slingers harder. And literally a few plays later, he just breaks that ball boy's leg because he's just running so hard. Dude, he literally is Carson Wentz. It's fun football, but oh man, it's some bad football moments. Give me the Bills minus 8.5. Like I said, I don't mind the over. I just like that. When it comes to the Titans, they're just weird. Feels like they're just going to kind of blame Will Levis. He feels like he's going to be one of those quarterbacks that's going to go somewhere else. That feels like a fun Sean McVay project, honestly. Don't want to throw that out there, but I could see that potentially happening. Or, 49ers. But just kidding. They got to pay Brock Purdy a shit ton, so they're going to have to draft somebody to back him up. But yeah, I just think Titans are weird. They're pretty bad. The quarterbacks Will Levis and Mason Rudolph. I mean, that doesn't get me hard if we want to go there. I'll tell you what.
Hey, you go there, I'll go here. Houston Texans, baby. This is my favorite bet of the weekend. Texans on the road in Lambeau Field taking on the Green Bay Packers. Packers are minus 2.5 at home. I'm going to ride this over wave. This game gets high into the 50s, maybe even into the 60s. 47 in the hook. Give it to me. Both of these teams putting up some points. I know they both got some good defenses, but these offenses are elite, and it's going to turn into a shootout before it's a defensive battle, I believe. Both of these teams put up 30-plus last week. I know that has nothing to do with the bet. I'm just saying. Back to the bet up. I'm not saying, oh, they scored, and that's why I'm going to bet it this week. But, I mean, all season, even with backups, Packers were putting up points. Texans been putting up points against everybody. 47 in the hook. Give it to me.
I actually kind of like that too. Excuse me, Jesus.
There's only two bets I
Got
really
me
like.
choking up.
Yeah. Two
It's
bets I
like,
like
man,
this
that's
weekend. This is one of them.
got me crying. It's like, damn, that's a pretty good bet. God damn. No, I can't decide. I can't figure out the side I want in this game.
Right.
So, because this is a tough game, if I had to lean, it'd probably be the Packers just because the Lambo effect. I wouldn't be shocked though. This is like 29-27 game. You're like, damn, now hook them up. Anyway, CJ Stroud over 1.5 passing touchdowns, minus 108, like that. Past that though, Jordan Love's minus 1.5 passing touchdowns, like minus 160. That's hilarious. It's like, oh, okay, that's obnoxiously big. So, past that, I don't know who I want to take to score prop wise now. Because when it comes to the Packers, I like Jaden Reed if I'm going to take any. I took both running backs. I took Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon, both score minus 110 plus 100 for each. If I'm going to take a receiver, I'll probably take Jaden Reed, some of his props. But this is a team, both these teams are similar where it's like everybody's eating and you don't know whose week it's going to be, especially with Nico Collins out for the Texans. I mean, it's literally, it's like, oh, it's a Tank Dell week. Oh, it's a Stephon Diggs week. Last week, I got lucky, gave up both Tank Dell and Stephon Diggs. Both scored, so that kind of sucks now. So it's like, man, back to an even slate again. Do I take them both again? No, so I'm just going to stick with Josh Jacobs and Joe Mixon. Should be a really fun game, though, like you said. I think there's going to be a lot of scoring. This might be a fun live betting game to see. Might be able to hit some overs live.
Yeah. No, that'll be a blast, man. Miami, the Dolphins, they're taking on a hot Indiana Colts team.
Hot.
Indianapolis, excuse me.
Hot. Man, well, we'll see. They might be sitting the hot hand for the hand that's hot and cold. Dude, they can't. They don't. There's no way they lose the Dolphins. Give me the 3. Even Joe, I just don't know who's going to start. That's the biggest thing. So I can't give you props in this game because and Jonathan Taylor still isn't practicing. I mean, they don't have props up. If that tells you, huh?
Didn't AR come back?
No.
That's why y'all winning.
Oh, you see, that's the issue. We actually lost the Jaguars to Joe Flacco as well. So that. No, overall though, I mean, I'm to the point now where it's like, I'm stuck. I don't know. I want to buy a Joe Flacco jersey and root for Joe Flacco, but at the same time, I want to play for our best thing for the future is letting AR get reps so we can actually see if he's a guy or not. Because Archer's going to be coming up in a few years. But oh my goodness, dude, I don't. The Colts shouldn't lose this game regardless who's starting at quarterback. It's just with one quarterback, it's going to be a little bit more stressful than the other because there might be a few more bumps in the road. But I like the Colts regardless at -3. I think this is a good game for them, especially with no Tua back. The Dolphins are horrendous. But I'm taking a chance rushing over because either the Colts are going to give up 300 yards in the air, which I don't think they're going to do just Huntley, or they're going to give up a lot of yards in the ground. So I'm going to assume it's going to be the latter, and I'm going to take a chance rushing over.
I love that.
Assuming he's back.
Now that's a betting angle. That's how you
look at the Colts. I hate to say it. I mean, dude, it's disgusting. Watch their games. 300-yard passer, career high. 300-yard passer, career high. 100-yard rusher, career best so far since this. I mean, dude, it's somebody's gonna have a great day at this point against that Colts defense, and it looks like Chris Ballard and Irsay are just having fun watching that defense suck. You know what? I have a theory. They just want to get AR in the field quicker. That's my theory at this point. I'm running with it. Like, all right, let's just get off the field immediately on defense so we can get AR back out there to learn.
Offense.
And Steichen, just say fuck one time, please. I just have to add that in there. Gee golly willikers. I know he has to keep it clean, but god damn it, man. Say it one time. I need to hear it. I know it's in there. I know it's in there.
Hey, Andy Reid said he doesn't curse.
Okay.
Seattle.
I want to see that boy with the cheeseburger late at night in a dark place. I know there's they're so fucking. I know there's one of those. I know it. The boy lying like a rug. I respect it. Shout out that boy Andy.
He said he's worked too long on his vocabulary to settle for a curse word to express his feelings.
Hey, I respect it. That's a wise man.
Yeah. Back to back. Question mark. Seattle, baby. +3 going down to the dirty. Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Hot Atlanta, baby. Total set at 51 on the hook here. I think we get a gem of a game. Geno Smith indoors. It's a shame he plays for Seattle because indoors, I mean, if you look at his career numbers, the kid is special.
Gino?
Yeah.
He has some really nice games. They're having I don't know if you saw some clips going around on Twitter. Their line's having some issues. There's
Yeah.
some stats about like pressures and all that, and most teams are like 12, 13, 15, 17. Seahawks are like 35. It's dude, there's some issues with that line. So I think it's gonna be a really fun game. I'm sorry, I was trying to pull up some they don't got it up. That sucks. That's why I couldn't find it. But I was trying to pull up some reception props because I think that this might be another over game as well. I can't decide a side in this game. If I lean anything, it's the Falcons, but the Seahawks feel like they're scratching and clawing for a win at this point. But after they lost to the Patriots, man, that was just like, oh man. It's not to just kind of forget about this team until they figure out who they are under their new coach, which kind of sucks. I had their over, and then losing to the Patriots kind of broke my spirit a little bit. Almighty, that broke my heart a little bit. It's like, man. So I'm thinking Drake London's receiving over. He's been key target for Kirk. It seems like he's going to be the main guy.
Yeah.
Man, this might be another fun week to take our fun little bet we like. Drake London, an anytime touchdown score. And
Falcons money line.
Falcons money line. I was trying to pull up the odds, but it's not coming up in times. Plus 270. Ooh, plus 260. Pretty good.
Damn.
Or Tyler Algier plus 240 and them to do it as well might not be a bad one, but I'm going to stay away from those for right now. I have a long time to think about that. I do like some of the receiving overs this game. DK Metcalf, JSN, Tyler Lockett. I think 2 of the 3 of those are probably going to hit. Couldn't tell you which 2 out of 3, so I'm probably just going to stay away for right now. But I do look at Drake London's receiving over. I look at his reception over. And I'm assuming the Falcons are going to win this game. I just need to figure out who else is going to go big. I don't know if it's going to be Mooney. There's going to be another receiver I think is going to have a decent day. I just can't put my finger on it. The Falcons. Hey, that boy's been balling, man. Literally dropped him in fantasy, and he dropped a 20-point game the next day. I'm pissed.
Man, he's everything that's wrong with the league today.
Because he started out on the Bears.
I don't know, man. I don't know what his problem is, but anytime I see a receiver get hit in his chest twice in one game and drop the ball.
Oh, we don't even need to talk about that. It's getting worse too. I don't understand. I don't know when this flipped to this. I don't know when that changed. I don't know what receiver. Like that's like generational thing too. It's just weird. I don't get it.
Nah, I feel like
Because there's certain situations where you got to do that, but we don't need to get into it. I think we're both in agreement on that.
Yeah. The only time you should be doing this is if it's over the damn shoulder. But for some reason, people.
Or you're diving.
And yeah, but now it's just like.
The ball's 10 feet in the air, and they're.
Yeah. Man, please.
Going over the middle. Looking like a monkey. Just woo! Holding its 2 barrels. Donkey Kong style.
Yeah. I love that he's on
Weird.
Atlanta. I love laughing at Atlanta, but I haven't seen that. That was, they still won the game, so hats off to him. I had the Bucks in that game too. So
I just had a video real quick before we move on to the next game. That's going to be a great game. I had a video pop up on my phone when he's on the Bears and he caught the ball at the 1-yard line, I think against the Falcons. And because of that, he kind of bobbled it a bit and got tackled at the 1 instead of scoring. Like, Bears fans, man. Every year, some shit. And Darnell Mooney, man. And now he's great on the Falcons. And it's like, poor Bears.
The Bears are cold, bro.
They're going to be nice.
I hate to say it.
Zesty boy looking good out there, too.
Man, please. The Detroit Lions, they're going on to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings coming off of a bye week. Got the game at home. 2 good signs for them. Total set at 50 and a hook. The Lions coming off of the routing of the Dallas Cowboys. Beautiful game. Just beautiful game. Unless you're a Lions fan. Aiden Hutchinson. Yikes. But anyway, Lions plus 108. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Cowboys are just ass. And I think the Lions are about to run into a trap here. I think everybody wants the Vikings to be ass, but all they do is win. And I think without Aiden Hutchinson, This defense is going to take a game or two to find their footing.
Mm-hmm.
You would know more than me, being a D lineman.
That was a big loss. Major loss. I will say, J.J. Watt said it best, though. Best way to break your leg, I guess, is finishing a sack. It's pretty cool. Watching that video, that's disgusting, though. Yeah, it's...
Yeah, I'm glad I missed it, bro. I literally ran to the store, came in, and I had the game on. As soon as I turned the corner, walking in my front door, it was just like all the people in the ambulance carting them off, and I was like, I don't even want to see the replay.
Dude, I won't even lie.
Yeah.
I thought it was his knee because I just thought, like, oh, when he came around the corner, it was weird. And then I saw it, like, I think it was like 30 minutes later online when they showed the thing. I was like, yeah, but when it comes to this game, I can't pick a side. I had to for Pick'em. Can't even remember who I picked. This is just going to be a fun game to watch in general. Line did move, though, from Lions 2.5 to Vikings 1.5. You're welcome, boy.
Yeah.
You're welcome. No, I know what that was. Hey, at least if you do at least do the Thursday night game. Yeah, but here, I'll buy you some time so you can do a little bit of them.
No,
But
I just,
but I don't know who I'm going to take in this game. This is going to be a fun game to watch live. I'm just kind of get a vibe for. I'm going to take Montgomery to score because he's on the touchdown streak. I'm going to take Gibbs over 50 rushing yards because that's on an NBA jam still. I don't know what his rushing is at. Let's see if it's even up. And I'm going to take Gibbs to score this week. I think it felt like they didn't give Gibbs the ball at all last week to save him for this week. Either that or it just wasn't his week last week. And it's like, all right, we're going to give it to everybody but Jahmyr Gibbs. Fuck you, buddy. I don't know which one it is at this point.
Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't give a damn if you got to throw it to the right tackle. We're not giving Gibbs a touchdown.
It felt like it last week. It's like, God damn. Jahmyr Gibbs rushing over is 48.5. He's hit this rushing over now, I think, 5-6 games in a row. We're going to continue to ride it, especially because they won't. Though the books respect him, put it over 50. I mean, 40, putting it under 52, I like that even more.
I love it. I definitely think this is going to be a game where they're going to give the ball at least on the ground, whether it's Gibbs or Montgomery. But like you said, Gibbs is good for the yards. He's usually good for the touchdown. I don't know what the fuck Dan Campbell was doing. They had like 5 opportunities late in the game to just get Gibbs a damn touchdown.
They were just messing around last week at that point.
But throwing laterals to fucking right tackles, bro.
Putting
now you don't
tackles
get
out loud.
Points. Damn.
Boys is having fun out there.
The boy just wanted to get talked about on ESPN, bro. Dan Campbell, the magician, looking as Philadelphia, baby. They're taking on the Giants, the New York Football Giants.
Give me some props.
Great game. What'd you say?
I said, give me some props for this game, man. I know what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is now. I know, hot and ready. I want it now. We've talked about this game so many times in the show, and it's finally here. It's finally here. We gave out a future with this bet. Saquon Barkley. They have like 4 touchdowns against the Giants. It's finally time. Yeah. Revenge game. This one's in New York right away, too. I like it. Because we get it. I think it is, right? Am I not stupid? Okay, it is. I thought for a second I messed that up. Yeah, it's in New York. It's Saquon. Anytime touchdown. Saquon. 2-time touchdown. Saquon. Over 100 rushing yards. They gave him the opportunities last week. He didn't score last week. His yards weren't that good last week. So it's like, I thought about it a little bit after the game. Then I saw the schedule, who they're playing. It's like, oh, okay. He's going to score a lot this week, I think. He's at least going to get the touchdowns. I know that for sure. If he doesn't score twice, I'm genuinely going to be shocked. Especially with Kayvon Thibodeau hitting IR. That's a huge loss for the Giants' defensive line. This is going to be a fun game. Go Eagles, by the way. I think I have the -3 as well.
I like it. I like it. I kind of like the Giants as dogs here. I kind of got an opposite thought on Saquon Barkley. Don't want to say it on air. I hate those type of takes. But yeah, man, I do like the 3 is it's a short number though. You got to think, bro. The Giants was 5-point dogs to the damn Cowboys, and now they're 3-point dogs to the Eagles. Are way better than the Cowboys.
Yeah, which I mean that's we all know why it's 3 points. That defense ass. That's the only thing that has me scared in this game is that
the Eagles
Danny Dimes is going to be out there. Yeah.
The Eagles defense that held the best offense in the world at the time. They were calling the Saints to 12 fucking points. I can't believe they really ran that shit for 2 weeks, bro.
That was crazy. I literally, I can't believe how much that line moved too for the Saints to make the playoffs. Where all of a sudden it's like, all right, now they're minus 240 to make the playoffs. Like it's week 2.
Yeah, bro. They ass. Played
So
two
yeah,
ass teams.
that plus 170 to miss. Yeah, they've lost 5 cents. That's great. Still feel for you for Saints fans. God damn.
Hey, I expected it, man. I told you before the season, we win 6 games, I'll be ecstatic. I don't think we get to 5 wins. We just got too early, but yeah.
Tried to rope you in.
Nah. I told everybody, bro. I mean, I told everybody I knew. Saints 2-0. I guarantee it. We're gonna be 3-3 or 2-4, and we 2-4, and we losing tonight to go to 2-5. I guarantee it. There's no way Dennis Allen beats Sean Payton, bro. You can't. It's just never gonna happen.
And if it does happen, I'll be shocked.
Sean Payton probably know about rooms in the Superdome. Dennis Allen ain't even get invited to yet. Sean's in the owner's suite eating tuna fish sandwiches. Dennis Allen ain't never even seen that room yet.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like one of those walls that just flips over. Dennis Allen comes in late last minute. He's like, "That wall's always done that." Like, is that Sean Payton?
No, Dennis. You focus on the game, Dennis. Focus on the game. Here's a peanut butter and jelly. Here we go. Man. That's the Cincinnati Bengals, baby.
Oh, man. Dennis Allen, man.
Yeah.
Not even got the keys to his own building.
Man, I could talk about that guy for the rest of my life, bro. We had Dan Campbell in the building that could have got promoted.
Crazy.
They said, Dan, get your ass to Detroit. Dennis, you're our guy. Such a
sweet
kid. That's what Gail Benson said. He's such a sweet kid. I hate to say it, bro. Dennis Allen is like the epitome of a fucking loser, bro. You got to have some kind of balls, some kind of guts. You apologize for scoring on a damn rival. You ain't got it, bro. Bengals, though, I'm sorry. They're taking on the Cleveland Browns. Some reason Joe Burrow struggles against, well, everybody this year. Browns, though, historically has struggled against. Browns 5.5-point dogs at home.
Was 6.5.
Money's coming in on Cleveland, bro. They covered last week against the Eagles, even though they lost. Total set at 41 on the hook here. That defense from Cleveland, I don't think it's what it's hyped up to be. They call it a good defense. I think the Bengals will be able to run a muck up on them and put up at least 28, 30 points. I don't see the Browns even keeping this game close, but they probably will. It's a division game. Probably be 26-20 or some dumbass.
I could see that. There's a 2-point Deshaun tax. I forget where I heard that from, but I'm starting to I think fall into that line as well, where it's like this game should probably be 3.5, maybe 4.5, but it's 6.5 because they want you to bet on Deshaun Watson here in this case. I tell you what, like you believed in the Saints, I believed in my take at the beginning of the year. This guy stinks. I did give him a little bit of a chance at the beginning of the year. It's to the point now where this guy stinks. So it's like I'm just gonna stay away. Nick Chubb, I'm gonna take maybe Nick Chubb to score in his first game back just because, hey, welcome back, Nick Chubb. But past that, man.
That was a dope piece he put out yesterday.
That was awesome. That truly was. That was something where it's like, damn, why does Deshaun Watson have to be in goddamn Cleveland? I want to root for them so bad. I would take the Bengals here I fell asleep to the Sunday night football game to the Bengals Giants. So I'm like, I need to give Bengals a week off, man. They put me to sleep last week. There's a tax to that. I'm like, dude. It's like, all right, I'm gonna watch. I think it was like 3 minutes. I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch this game closely. Go to the bed and just wake up the Family Feud. Like, god damn it, Bengals. Chase Brown scored a touchdown. I didn't even get to watch it. It's like, god damn.
Nah, that shit was nice. I think it was like 40-some yards. Yeah, he just took off.
God, man. And I couldn't watch it because they put my ass, dude, hit me with the uppercut to the chin. I'm just on the pillow.
That was a boring ass game, bro. 10-7 the whole game, pretty much.
Oh my god, man. We need to get some better primetime games, boy. Because I'm a guy who'll stay up and be able to watch good football, but man, if I'm a little bit tired and these games are bad, GG's.
Yeah.
Your boy's out like a light.
Yeah. The Raiders taking on the Rams. Raiders money line in this game, right? I'm kidding. Rams getting healthy, coming off of a bye week. At home, 6.5 point favorites taking on the Raiders. Over set at 43 and a hook. You gotta believe the Raiders now can move forward.
Why?
Cause they got rid of that cancer Devontae Adams.
You mean their pillar? They called him the pillar this offseason.
Yeah, nah, it's crazy,
Jesus.
bro. In 2024, there's always been stuff like that. So where you're like, this is our guy, and then he's traded 6 weeks later. But I feel like it's happening more and more and more and more and more
Way
nowadays.
more. Yeah,
Uh,
it's.
yeah,
I like Aiden O'Connell. I'll admit I like him a little better than Gardner, but I'm just not betting this game. I literally have nothing in this game. It's going to be one of those games where Sunday's probably going to go semi-decent. Be like, it starts here soon. Let me find some. Also, the nice part about this being a 405 game is it might just barely be able to sneak under the radar where I forget to bet it because
oh yeah,
I will say two things I might like, assuming he's back. Cooper Kupp anytime touchdown, Rams win. Kyron Williams anytime touchdown, Rams win. I like either of those. Because I'm not going to bet the Raiders, but I also could see the Raiders potentially winning. So it's just like, let me just stay away. Maybe take that one of
I
those
think
things
the
for fun.
Rams win this game, but 6.5.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on.
6.5 is what's keeping me away. It's like, I think they'll probably win by 15-20 too even. It's like, I don't want that.
Yeah. No, I did the same thing last week. I think it was the Pittsburgh over the Raiders, and I was like,
It took
-3 Pittsburgh. Hell no, they went
a block punt
34-16
opened that
or whatever.
open.
Yeah.
I say I don't know if you saw, but yeah, they blocked the punt basically in the Raiders basically end zone, and that basically completely flipped the game wide open, and then that made the cover easy. Because I thought it was gonna be a stressful cover. That after that, it's like, oh, thank God, I don't gotta worry about this game now. Man,
Yeah.
TJ Watt too, guy's so good. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen some of those highlights from that game.
I didn't, but I know the
Shout
kid is
out
good.
NFL Plus Pro Premium, or however hell you say it. Dude, he had some nice ass punch outs on the ball. That is just, you want to talk about getting hard.
All right. No.
The commies, baby.
Carolina, the Panthers taking on the Washington Commanders. This is the first time we're gonna see Jaden Daniels as a real favorite. He was -3 against somebody 2 weeks ago, and I bet it, and they won by a hell of a lot. I
Browns,
believe
I
that was
think.
the Browns. I could be wrong about that. Um, Now he's -8.5, taking on a Panthers team. You got the total set at 51 and a hook. That's outrageous. But both of these teams, on average, have been putting up a lot of damn points. I think Carolina's averaging about 20 something, and Washington's averaging high 20s.
Yeah.
And both of
I
these
think
defenses suspect.
you're being nice.
Yeah,
Ass.
yeah.
And and the Commanders just lost one of their better defenders as well to I believe, torn pec or bicep, one of the two. I forget. Jonathan Allen. I'm not going to be wrong. It could be a torn knee. I just know he tore something and he's out for the season. It's like, damn, that's a huge loss for them.
Yeah.
I was just while you were talking, I was trying to find some guys who I think is going to score because I think this is going to be like a 41-17 type game. I genuinely think they're going to run it up. I think 8.5 is going to be fine. I think it's going to be a big win. I think it's going to be identical, damn near to the Falcon games last week, where it's like, oh, the Panthers are a little feisty, and then you look at halftime and it's like, oh, they ran away with that pretty quick, huh? Some guys I was looking at the score. Jaden Daniels, obviously. Brian Robinson's odds are nuked. So I might just take him to score twice in case the chance they just run it in so many times. But they also have 3 backs, so it's starting to scare me a little bit with them all getting involved. Terry McLaurin, obviously like him, plus 110. Plus 440, Luke McCaffrey. Man, I love Scary. I'm so glad that Terry McLaurin has a quarterback now. I've been waiting. I mean, as a guy who's drafted him in fantasy, probably there's been 3 years I haven't taken him since he's been in the league, and this is one of them, sadly. It's like, man, my boy, it brings a tear to my eye, man. The boys from Indiana, too. A little special place in the heart from the Indy. Luke McCaffrey, plus 440. A guy I'm kind of thinking about. He has good repertoire or chemistry, whatever you want to say, with Jaden Daniels. And you want to get nasty a little bit. Bring out the senator, Ben Sinnott. plus 1,200. They run it up, bring in the tight end, 2 tight end set on the goal line, play action pass, touchdown, Ben Sinnott.
Man, I wish we could bet right tackle touchdowns. Huh? Am I right? Oh,
Honestly.
Dan Campbell action. No.
Can I bet on Penny Sewell?
Nah, I agree,
Austin
man.
Decker.
You make me want to take this 8.5. I took the 6.5 with the Falcons. I wish this was 6.5. Like,
Honestly,
how are the Commanders that much better than the damn Falcons?
I mean, let's be honest, you've watched. I mean, they're putting up point. I mean, they look good against the Ravens a little bit. They look good against every team. That's why it is at 8.5. That is a true respect to the Commanders. And what's crazy is, like, at first I thought, I'm like, man, that's a lot of points. And you think about it a little bit more. It's like, man, the Falcons were 6, won by 18, and I kind of like the Commanders' offense
better, yeah.
a slight bit. I would say a slight bit better, just because I feel like they have a little bit more weapons, which is crazy. Just mainly because of Jaden Daniels' legs. The fact that he can run everywhere and do. I mean. All it's going to take is for one of the Panthers guys go off his gap. Jaden Daniels rolls out to the right and throws the bomb to Scary Terry again. And it's like, oh, it's the third time this game. Scary Terry has 100 yards. Zach Ertz has 4 catches for 80 yards. The run game's great. It's just the Panthers are so bad. Let's be real. Panthers are horrendous.
No, it might be the worst team in the league. I mean, them and the Raiders.
Shout out Mark Sanchez. Bryce Young, he's going to get a chance to learn behind a true veteran.
Pick, yeah.
Immediate pitch 6. Tough luck.
Man, the red rifle.
Oh, man. Boy has flow, though. Hair looks nice.
Man, never liked the kid. I had to watch him fucking all year last year. Or 2 years.
I was talking about Andy. Andy's hair.
Oh.
Yeah, Bryce Young, he's not bad. I like the little porn stash he got going.
Oh, that kid's been trash, bro. I never believed in Bryce Young. I said on the show he's gonna be a bust.
Hey, I give you credit. So far, that's been a take that's been like, damn, that thing is looking like fine wine right now.
Yeah.
Creme de la creme.
I mean, even in college, just the kid was Kyler Murray-like, and that shit don't work in the league. You can't run in circles for 15 seconds and just throw a bomb every damn play.
I mean, we're looking how Kyler looks right now. Even Kyler's looking kind of.
Don't even get me started on him, bro. He got my man Cliff Kingsbury fired because his ass is ass.
Jets Steelers.
He also soft as hell because his ass want to cry about some damn money after going 10-1 and getting your ass whooped in the playoffs. Talking about pay me my money because you know you trash, bro. And you know if you go out there one more season, you're not getting that $60 million a damn year. And they gave it to him, and boom, because of that, whole organization flipped upside down. Worst quarterback I ever fucking seen. Kansas City Chiefs, baby. They're taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Chiefs money line, favorite bet of the week. Give me the damn Chiefs. Chiefs going undefeated, baby. Total set at 47 in the hook. I like the under. Think both of these teams will try and slow the pace down, keep the ball away from the other offense while letting their defense do the damn thing.
Yeah, I'm just taking the Chiefs and dogs, pretty much staying away. Other than that, I might take something with Juju, but I can't tell in this game. It's going to be a fun game to watch. Rather just not kind of bet it because it's like we might see this again later in the year potentially. Just kidding. I don't know if either one of these teams aren't making the Super Bowl for sure, I would think. But yeah,
Oh, yeah. San Francisco.
I don't know.
Done, bro.
Yeah, you would think. I would think you would think so. I just can't. Yeah, I can't tell. So I'm kind of staying away from this game. Maybe take something live. Probably bet Chiefs money line.
Their best player is Deebo Samuel.
You mean Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle?
Oh, that's a bunch of overrated mup, as if you ask me. Great scheme though.
Fair.
Overrated players. Sunday night, baby. We get to see the GOAT
Devontae
with this guy. Sorry. Trying to write timestamps and talk.
You're all good.
The New York Jets, baby. 1.5 point favorites now over the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is a weird game. Steelers moving to Russell Wilson. I mean, that guy's special. Taking on Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams and the new look New York Jets. I mean, you got Adams on the left, Wilson on the right,
Brees in the back.
All damn night.
Hey, you want to talk about some goal line dreams? Braylon Allen, Brees Hall, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. I mean, And now that Nathaniel Hack is not drawing up plays, we might actually see some creativity. I'm going to take the Jets here -1.5. I do think the Jets win this game, especially. I'll admit this game was tough to pick, and then they said Russ was starting, and it's like, oh sweet, this just got a little bit easier.
Yeah.
Now I know the Pittsburgh, their offensive line, something people have not talked about, not the best. It's been interesting this year. It's been Justin Fields' legs have been sneaky a lot better than I think a lot of people have said. At least a lot of the casuals will say that. I think a lot of the people in the football world have noticed. Yeah, Justin Fields' legs have saved him in some spots. So I think with Russ there, he does the slow loop-de-loops. I ain't gonna get it done. If you want to get something, I will take though as a hedge. New York Jets to win the first half. Steelers end of regulation +850. If you want to flip that, Pittsburgh Steelers to win the first half. Jets to win end of regulation. It's +750. I'm gonna be taking the first one with the Steelers just to hedge it. Just because hey, if they do win, it's a Steelers special. They go down early, they come back to win. It's like what in the hell?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I like it. I think the Jets just dominate this game.
I
think Aaron Rodgers has been crying for his boy, and now he got his boy, and now he's about to be like, "See, I told you, it's all I needed."
I think it is going to help out a lot in the red zone where they've been struggling mightily. I think it's going to open up so much in there. It should open up a lot in their offense now. Garrett Wilson's going to have a lot better of a season as well. It's going to be big change.
No, it looks like him and Rodgers and Wilson finally get on the same page after the first few weeks of a bunch of throw the back shoulder, but he's running the goal, just a bunch of miscommunications. I will say this, though. This Jets team, that's a team. If you take all the players out and just think of the New York Jets, first word that comes to mind, losers.
Same old Jets. One word.
I don't know how they lost Monday night. Should have won that game.
The leg.
5 opportunities in the red zone, and yeah, the 2 missed kicks.
Mike Williams.
I don't know about that play, man. We could talk about that play a lot.
That's not.
I think that's Aaron Rodgers' fault, but I don't know.
I kind of.
I never put shoulder pads on.
I'm more the one that hit him in the dick was the one I was talking about. But
oh, okay.
When he went like, and I will admit, just the part that I didn't like about the last play is the fact that Mike. It just sucks he slipped because it makes it look so bad because he's fading away like. It just sucks. Yeah, they got Devontae Adams and Mike Williams. I hate to say it, but you probably aren't getting the ball much anymore.
Oh no, he was he's toast. Yeah. Jets, man. I think somehow, some way they're gonna lose this game, but I think they gotta blow this team up.
They should. The Steelers are great on defense, offense. Let's be honest, their quarterback situation is pretty bad still. Justin Fields might have been getting them the wins, but they ain't been pretty wins.
Monday night, baby. We got the Ravens.
Double header again.
Oh shit.
Jesus Christ.
Why would they do that to me, bro? So
one of these
night, the Saints just get their ass whooped on national TV with no other game to interrupt.
And we're talking 8:15, 9 kicks this time. Like, God damn. Pushing these back an hour or two.
Yeah, bro. NFL's cooked.
I don't know what they're doing.
Where you at? You got anything though on these 2 games?
Oh, I will say, check out Stare Down Sports for most of this. I'm going to handicap a lot of these games on Sunday, but I do have Chargers -2.5. J.K. Dobbins anytime touchdown. I like Chargers to win that game against the Cardinals. I'm gonna stay away from Cardinals games. I said that, and then the next week they play the Chargers. Like, never mind. Chargers -2.5. Mike Evans anytime, Derrick Henry anytime is what I got in the other game. Past that, I need to take a little bit more time to look at these games to figure it out. Especially that Bucs-Ravens game. I don't know what I want in that game. You'd think the Ravens would be great, but Baker Mayfield's been crazy lately. Going off, as you like to say.
Well, you could throw 3 interceptions and win 51-27. You're special.
And the Browns gave that up.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. Football is the dumbest sport as far as like people make decisions purely based off of emotions. And that's why I will say this about the Saints. One thing we don't do, make decisions. We'll just be ass for 10 years waiting for it to turn around. You heard what Mickey Loomis said? He said you got to ignore the results. You got to look past that. I'm telling you, this guy Dennis Allen is a sweetheart. He's buying people.
You got to look past the results. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll think about that.
He said, Dennis Allen buys me lunch every day, guys. We got to look past the results.
Man. Goddamn Saints, man. They need a new head coach. They need to just blow it up at this point, honestly. Like it's
everything, bro.
it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse every year.
Change everything, bro. They need to
come out with a new redesign
organization, dog. Just kill the Saints.
Man.
Let's be the New Orleans football team for a few years.
New Orleans Commanders.
Man.
New Orleans Guardians.
Anyway, you got any more words for the people?
Let's have a great weekend, people. Another good weekend of football action. These are the 2 weekends we've been waiting for. We even got some fun action in the NFL. Let's get it. It's gonna be a fun weekend. And go shout out Lynx, man. Let's climb back.
Dallin Holker. Anytime touchdown, people. Take all these wagers at your own risk. And please, please, gamble responsibly.
Shout out ULM Ratio Farm. I think. Is that how you say it?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
NBA, baby. Last night. Plus 36.5 against the Blazers.
I did see that game, and I was wondering who the fuck ULM was.
No idea, but they cover, baby.
NBA. Back. Next Tuesday, baby. Knicks Celtics. Give it to me.